Welcome to Jewish Heroes and Heroines page. By His grace, I am the founder of Jewish Heroes and Heroines. Okay, welcome. We have a topic to discuss today, and that topic will interest you. Yes, you will like it. You will like it. It's all about knowing who God is. Knowing who God is. A lot of people all over the world, they are opening churches, opening religions, denominations. Every day today, new ones are coming out. Every day today, new churches are coming up. And when they open their churches or their religion, they will teach and they continue teaching. There's something I want to tell you today, that words are seed. Words are seed. And once they speak any word to their congregation, that word as a seed will go into the heart of someone and then germinate and begin to grow. From there, it will begin to bear fruits. That is why we have a lot of churches all over in this part of the world. But do they really know who God is? That is the problem. Do they know who God is? Some say, my pastor said, my pastor says, my CEO says. But do you know what God says? Do you know what God says? I know this question I'm asking, you will say, this is an odd question. Why is he asking? But I'm telling you that millions of people do not know who God is. Because had it been they know who God is, they will not be equaling God with someone else. Because there's something that God says through Hannah in the book of 1 Samuel 2 verse 2. That is our opening text. It says, there is none holy as the Almighty, for there is none beside him, neither is there any rock like our God. Here says, there is none holy as the Lord, and now there is none beside him. This is what Hannah was inspired to say after the Almighty gave her Samuel. She said this, that there is none else beside God. But you can see in the whole world today, they are adding some things. In Catholicism, they have a lot of gods. 2 days ago, they celebrated something, Saint what, I don't care to know. That is how they always celebrate this God, this God. They have a lot of gods in their denomination, which is against the laws of the Most High. In the book of Exodus 20 verse 3, it said, you shall have no other gods beside me. That was what Hannah said in the book of 1 Samuel. She said, there is none beside God. And God equally said it in the book of Exodus 20 verse 3, that you should have no other God beside. But all the churches in the world, I don't know what they are thinking. Maybe they are saying that it is bad for God to be alone. Now let us give God companions. I don't know. Maybe that is what they are thinking. They're using human understanding. Maybe they say it is too distant that God should be alone. That God said, I have no other God beside me. And he gave us a command that we should not make gods to be added beside him. We should not make gods or goddesses to be added beside him. He alone is God, and he is God alone. He needs no other God beside him. He doesn't need that. Why? The people of the world thought they have known God. That is why I made this topic, knowing who God is. If you know him, you will know that you don't need to add any other God beside him. He hates it. He hates it. I will read what God inspired Isaiah to say again in the book of Isaiah 48, verse 8. In the book of Isaiah 48, verse, I've said what Hannah said, and I've equally said what the Almighty said. Now let me say what his prophet says. He says, fear you not. I am reading Isaiah 48, Isaiah 44, verse 8. Fear you not, neither be afraid. Have not I told you from that time, and have declared it? You are even my witnesses. Is there a God beside me? Yeah, there is no God. I know not any. God said he knows not any other God. There is no other God beside the Almighty. There is no other.